So you probably heard that Coinbase was letting you borrow up to $20,000 with zero credit check. Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you the full details and I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you can borrow Bitcoin on Coinbase. All right, so you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Raheem Madison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize my camera and we're gonna jump right into today's content. All right, so first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out the details for you. As you can see right off the bat, it does say coming soon, but after we go over the details, I'm gonna share with you, some situations and why this actually would make sense. All right, so first things first, it says borrow cash using Bitcoin as collateral. You can now borrow up to $20,000 from Coinbase using your Bitcoin as collateral. So you'll pay just 8% APR with no credit check. So they're not going to be checking your credit in order for you to actually get access to these funds, which I believe is actually good, right? Because otherwise, if they were to, check your credit, then you'll be really putting yourself in a risk. So I believe, it's definitely a good thing that it is no credit check, all right? So we're going to go ahead and scroll down to show you the different places in which it's available right now. All right, so Alaska, Arizona, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, I think OR is Oregon, right? Not Texas, what am I talking about? Texas, Virginia, New England. I think UT is Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct. And then WY is Wyoming. All right, so those are the different places that you can actually take advantage of this as of right now. And then as we go down, you can see that it says how it works. All right, so I'll give you the scenario, right? I'm not going to read this. I'm just going to share it with you because I actually had I've done this in the past, all right? So back in 2016, when I got involved in the crypto space, right, I was buying crypto. I was buying up a ton of it. And, at that time, I was specifically focused on Bitcoin, and I had, quite a bit of Ethereum at that time. But when I had the Bitcoin, what I found was, I was putting more money into it. And I was finding myself in these situations where, at that time, because my business really wasn't doing the greatest, at 2016, that's really when I had got that breakthrough. And so a lot of the income I was getting, right, I was taking some of that income and then investing it into crypto, right? And, as I was doing this, I realized, as my business was doing this up and downs, right, I was realizing I had to tap into my Bitcoin to basically, and then what I had to do is I had to sell my Bitcoin in order to get that cash back, right? So if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, okay, well, I got all of this crypto over here, but meanwhile in a situation where maybe you fall down, right? Because life is not always up, right? You can it can vary. So I found myself having to get the crypto, get my Bitcoin, and then have to sell it to be able to get some, be able to get that and use it for something that may have happened, right? So if you've ever been in that situation to where you're like, oh, well, I wanna get access to my funds, my Bitcoin, and put it back into USD or whatever, but I don't want a taxable event to actually happen. Well, that's why they actually put this together, all right? So let's actually go here. So you can see it says borrow up to 20,000 if you have Bitcoin in your Coinbase account. You can borrow up to 30% of the value in cash up to 20,000. So for instance, let's say they gave you 10,000. You can borrow up to 3,000 of that 3,000 of the 10,000, and then as they stated up above, there was a 8% APR rate, all right, which is this right here. So it's lower than most personal loans, plus there's no credit check. The no credit check is probably, I would say, probably the best thing about it, all right? And then you can avoid selling your Bitcoin, which is basically the situation in which I just explained. So selling your Bitcoin might incur a taxable gain or loss. Now you won't have to sell when you need extra cash, right? Because you know, and I'm not a CPA or anything like that, so you definitely want to consult with your CPA. Consult with your CPA, consult with your CPA. I know I said that 3 times, right? But I want to make sure that you know, like when you're in the crypto world, if you're doing any type of trading or anything like that, make sure you consult with your CPA. There it goes again, all right? So that's the reason they created it. That way you don't have to keep selling your Bitcoin and then you're gonna, have to get hit with, a taxable event, all right? And then right here, you can see it says 1-year term. Each month, you only need to pay the interest. You can wait up to 1 year to repay the principal. Additional terms apply. Of course, what I always recommend, anything that I'm telling you, don't take it, as the gospel, right? I want you to actually go do your due diligence, do a little bit of research on it, right? This video is just to provide you with some information. That way you can do the additional work on your own where you can actually see, what's really going on, all right? All right, so that's that. Now, what I want to do also, right, is I want to go over here. Now, if you see right here, it says borrowing or taking out a crypto loan, right? So typically how these work are if you take out a loan using cryptocurrency as your collateral, which is what you saw on the page, you do not trigger a taxable event. Still consult with your CPA, right? I've done my research. I've talked to CPAs, but I don't want you to take my words specifically for you here watching this video, okay? This is different from trading your crypto for another crypto, and it has tax advantages due to the fact. Now, if I click on this, right, they're gonna actually give you a like a scenario, right? So if you see right here, it says, so far we have focused on the tax implications for one side of the market, the lender, but what if you are the borrower? What are the tax implications of taking out a loan? So if you take out a loan using cryptocurrency as a collateral, you do not trigger a taxable event. Now I'm reading. This is different. This is pretty much what we saw on that other page, but here is the example. So let's say that John takes a stable coin loan on his Ethereum holdings. John receives 1,000 DAI as a loan based on his Ethereum. He put up as collateral. John does not trigger any tax event when borrowing the 1,000 DAI. Okay, so that was just an example. So, hopefully that was clear to you, but definitely get with your CPA, all right? All right, so that's pretty much how that works. I think this is definitely something that could be beneficial, right? Especially to avoid, those taxable events, right? And I'm continuing to do even more research on it because as we know, back in 2016, crypto was... It was kind of like a whole bunch of different things going on as far as like, are we treating it as a property or, they couldn't really make up their mind, back then. But now, things have definitely changed. And so, the way that they're taxed is definitely important for you. If you are in the crypto space, you want to make sure that you, consult with a CPA. Make sure it's a good one, right? Somebody who actually knows about crypto and not just just the average CPA, all right? They should know about it, if they're a CPA, right? Because if you're doing anything, you want to be, you want to be the best person. So I recommend if any CPA is actually watching this, start doing a little bit more, research into the crypto world because it's here and I believe it's here to stay, okay? So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And if you're looking from the outside in and you're not involved with Coinbase yet, and you feel like this is definitely something that you would want to take advantage of, or the actual debit card, which I did a video on as well. And if you look up in the top right corner of this video, you'll be able to click over. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. All right, click over there in the top right corner and you'll be able to go over there and watch that video as well, all right? So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.